this is a complex political environment. We're right in the middle of a ceasefire negotiation. I understand on the first night of the ceasefire negotiation, one of the primary issues that Hamas and their negotiators brought up was they wanted to see the elimination of GHF, which ought to tell you something. If their priority is to, I mean, Hamas didn't want 70 million meals of food in the Gaza Strip for the people they allege they care about. Like, this is absurd. But we're operating in a complex environment. We can't decide whether we will continue to operate. That's for lots of other people to decide. But we are prepared to be there every single day we're needed for the rest of this conflict, whether there's a ceasefire or not, and then after. And we are very, very interested in helping these people rebuild their lives and not just providing food, but providing other needs. So we're committed to be in this for the long haul if we have the privilege of doing it. The people of Gaza, who were always and are still the first victims of Hamas, do not want Hamas to have a future role in Gaza. In terms of whether that happens or not, that's for other people to deal with. My mission and the mission of GHF is really, really simple. It's just to feed people, and it should not be as controversial as it has been. The UN is lying. They're just lying. They're taking statistics that originate from the Hamas-controlled health ministry in Gaza, and they're sharing those statistics without any scrutiny at all. We know several things about those statistics. We know Hamas has routinely lied about civilian death numbers from the beginning of this conflict. We know that Hamas doesn't distinguish between the death of Hamas militants and between civilians. And number three, we know that from the very beginning of the operation of GHF, Hamas made an intentional decision that the best way to see the end of GHF was to say that our sites were these death traps. Now, have civilians died in the Gaza Strip over the course of our work? They have. It's a tragedy. We don't. The one thing we are there for is to make sure every Gazan lives and has food. That's why we're there. Are some of those deaths the responsibility of the IDF? The IDF has said that. There have been incidents where a small group of civilians, according to the IDF, were killed. Yet, there's a big difference between the IDF, which is a professional military, and Hamas, this terrorist group. The IDF investigates these incidents. Every indication is that they were unintentional when they happened. They were not targeting civilians. Hamas is a terrorist organization, which we know, as a matter of fact, has intentionally killed Gaza